Hi, are you struggling with setting up ads for your courses, communities, or coaching website? Well, in this lesson, we're learning all about setting up ads with UTM parameters. That way you can test out different ad campaigns, you can stop the bad ones and stop leaking money, and do more of what works so that you can earn more money in your business. Hi, I'm Angel from RT Course Experts, and we help creative online course teachers with their tech. In this lesson, we're learning all about UTM parameters for ads. We're going to learn what is it, why use it, how to set it up. Then we'll go over an example, and finally, we'll summarize everything. First of all, what is it? Well, there's these parameters called UTM, Urchin Tracking Module. Don't worry about it. The point is that there's these parameters that you add to any URL that you're advertising. So when you add these parameters to the URL, you get to track them. So there's these parameters that can be put at the end of every URL, and so that you'll know which ads are working, how well, who's clicking, etc. Now, why would you want to use these UTM ads? Well, they help track the performance, so you can see exactly where your traffic is coming from. So if you have multiple ads, maybe you have different ad providers or different keywords or different angles, maybe different buyer intent, like maybe they're shopping for a course versus they're ready to buy a course and they need to learn how to do a certain thing. So you might have these different ads for different stages or different keywords, and you can use the parameters at the end of every, so when they click the ad, they might all go to the same sales page, but now you're getting smarter on which ads are giving you more traffic and potentially which of that traffic is actually converting all the way through. So you're going to get a lot smarter just by adding a few simple parameters. So let's get into a how-to guide. So just again, let's summarize just to simplify here. So when you set up an ad, you usually provide a link, right? And that link is probably like your sales page, like your community sales page or your course sales page. So there's a web link, right? And that web link has a domain, right? Like the name of your academy, right? And then it might have like a page, like the name of your sales page, like learn how to do something or something course, right? So you have this server, you have this page, which is your sales page, and then that's when the link can actually include parameters. So you have the domain, then you have like the sales page, and you have like a question mark, right? And that says, hey, here are the parameters. And then you start specifying these different parameters. And usually the format is name equals value, okay? So you'll have parameter one equals parameter one value. And then you separate them with ampersand and add more parameters. So you do name one equals value one, ampersand, name two equals value two. And that's it. That's the overall structure of a URL. And you're just including parameters. And it just so happens that this big URL, you're using it in your ad campaigns, like on Google or Bing or Facebook ads or whatever. So now in the advertising world, there's a couple of very important parameters. There's actually many parameters, but let's go over three really important ones. The first one is UTM underscore source. So this is the ad provider where are these ads coming from, right? Because you might be using multiple ad providers. So you want to know that, for example, hey, these ads are on Bing. So UTM underscore source equals Bing. So that would be the first parameter that you'll probably want to use. The next parameter might be the medium, which is where they're going to see it. So, for example, are they going to see it on Facebook or in a search or a display ad with your affiliate partners? A whole bunch of different places where you can put these ads, text ads, image ads, video ads, etc. So the next one is UTM underscore medium equals search. In this example, we're using Bing. So a UTM underscore medium, the medium might be search, right? So we're using Bing with search ads. The third parameter that you could potentially use is campaign. It's a really popular one. The third parameter that many ads use is campaign. So this is which of your ads, right? So you might have different campaigns, like with different keywords or different buyer intent, like shopping versus ready to buy and help me learn how to do this thing. So that third parameter could be UTM underscore campaign equals 3D community. So maybe you offer a community for 3D makers, Maya and lighting and graphics and AutoCAD and all that sort of stuff. So that could be your campaign. And maybe it's, 3D community interest or 3D community seeking, right? Again, depending on the keywords that you use in your ads, you'll have a different campaign. So you might have these different collections of ad groups or ad campaigns. And so you'll want to define them and give them a name so that later on the other side, when they're starting to show up on your sales page and potentially all the way out through your checkout, you're seeing, oh, where did these purchases come from? And you can use different stats and Google Analytics and tools like that to know that some of your campaigns are working much better than other in your collection. So that way you can know that some of your campaigns are really working awesome compared to other campaigns that aren't bringing in any prospects. Now let's check out an example. So in this example, we're going to be setting up ads for a store window design course. So this is like when you're in New York and you see Macy's and there's like really amazing storefront windows, right? So this person teaches how to set up those window displays, how to get that job. I don't know, everything about setting up store windows, all right? So let's get into this example. So we have an online teacher and they need more customers for her window design course. So this teacher, creative business owner, creates ads on Facebook that is going to send prospects to her sales page. So maybe she has her sales page on Kajabi. She knows she needs more customers for her course. She sets up a Facebook ad, and then she's going to have the sales page on Kajabi that's going to explain all the benefits. What is in the course, the curriculum, guarantee, the pricing, all that fun stuff, testimonials. When this teacher finally sets up her ads and starts to get sales, she can then review her funnel and see which one of her different Facebook ads were performing the best so that maybe she can increase that spending and either reduce the underperforming other campaigns or maybe try something completely new. But she knows she has one that really works. She has this leading ad that she knows performing well. She's pumping 60-80% of her money there. Meanwhile, she's doing these other experiments to try to find something even better or to have a backup plan so that she has other types of students coming in that have different needs. So when she sets up the ad, she knows she has the ads page set up on Kajabi. Let's talk about actually setting up the URL and the URL ad parameters with these UTM parameters. So first thing is you're going to have a protocol like HTTP, HTTPS. For sales, let's just use HTTPS. You want that lock icon to appear. You want your customers to feel confident giving you their credit card. So you want it to look secure and be secure. So use the HTTPS protocol. Then you're going to have the domain for your main academy. This is where you're hosting your Kajabi sales page. It might be directly on Kajabi or it might be on your domain. I recommend using your domain, but it doesn't matter. You got to get to your domain. So in this example, we're going to use like mywindowdesignacademy.com. That's your domain. Then we are going to have this actual page. So domain is like a house address. And now we need to have kind of an apartment building or which floor on that building. So the sales page is going to tell you where in that building. So in this case, I have a sales page called Falah's Intro Window Design Course. All of this is going to get combined, right? The protocol, the domain, the page. Now we're going to add in a couple of parameters. So we do the question mark, and now we start specifying the parameters, equal value, and then keep doing more and more with ampersand separating. We're going to have 3 parameters. The first one is going to be UTM underscore source, and that equals Facebook. So that's going to let us know that, hey, this ad is coming from Facebook. And maybe you as a business owner are running some ads on Google, you're running some ads on Meta, Facebook, and you just want to see which ones are performing better. So now we're going to know that whenever anybody clicks on this ad, it's because they saw something on Facebook. Next, we're going to do ampersand and specify our second parameter, which is UTM underscore medium. And that value we're just going to set to equals paid. These are paid ads. So maybe in other places, there might be pay-per-click or an affiliate partnership or other things like that. But this one is a Facebook, that was my source, and it's a paid ad, that's the medium. And then our final parameter is going to be ampersand UTM underscore campaign equals Macy's fashion keywords, right? So we have a bunch of keywords there like how to be a Macy's store designer or Macy's window designer, whatever. So you can have these keywords, negative keywords, etc., and great copy for your ad. This last parameter is going to say, hey, for this campaign, this was the collection of keywords that I used. And you might have a different collection of keywords that you're also using for a different ad, and you'll put those somewhere else. But in this particular one, for your store window design course, for this particular ad that's showing up on Facebook that you've paid for, and you have a bunch of keywords for Macy's window designer, how to become, learn how to become a window designer, all those kind of keywords, you're going to pack them in, and we know that they're all under this campaign or this ad group, Macy's fashion keywords. So that's it. So you've set up your URL, and whenever they click on this ad, not only will they go to your sales page, but you'll know exactly what they saw and what they clicked, and later you could even know which ones actually purchased. So if you want to level up, take this small step and add UTM parameters to all your ad URLs. It's really simple. Just start adding those 2 or 3 important parameters, the source, the medium, and the campaign. And that's going to help you optimize your ad spend and get more out of your advertising dollars. Let's summarize. Here are the top things you need to know. Basically, we're talking about a URL and adding 3 parameters to the end of it. Okay, a URL says where to go, which is the protocol, the domain, the web page. This is all about getting to your sales page, right? So we have this URL, and we're going to add a couple of parameters. And later, we're going to use those parameters to know which ads are working better than other ads. And so that's it. These are standard. There are a couple of parameters that across all the advertising industry, everybody knows. And there's 3 simple parameters that you should just add: UTM source, UTM medium, and UTM campaign. Start off with some very simple value in there. Put in your search engine, put in a descriptor for your keywords, and that's it. Later on, you'll start getting better and more advanced, and you'll start seeing that, oh, they clicked on that ad. Oh, they bought from this location. And as your tools increase, you'll start to see all this, and then you can figure out how you want to spend your energy, your time, your creative, your money, etc. So now you're a lot smarter on selling online courses, communities, coaching websites, services, all using UTM advertising parameters that are nothing more than 3 things that you add on to the end of the URL. To learn more, check out the info and links in the notes. If you're loving this stuff, subscribe to keep leveling up your creative business. And if you need any tech help with your courses, community, or teacher website, visit www.rtcourseexperts.com. Thanks for hanging out. Let's stay in touch.